I wanted to kind of start the show off really, I asked a question a couple of days ago before the game started. And I said, Al, on Twitter, I said, would you rather, if you had to spend a holiday with an opposing fan base and talk about football, basketball, and politics, don't leave out politics, would you rather spend it with Ohio State fans or South Carolina fans? And I'm going to pass it to you. I'll tell you that most people said they would just boycott the holidays altogether.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you, so you said talk football, basketball, and politics. Was those the three things?
Those are the three things, and you either had to spend it with Ohio State fans around the turkey or South Carolina fans.
Oh, man. Well, I actually spent it with South Carolina fans here. So I think that's a pretty easy thing because they don't have a lot to say right now, especially in regards to football. Heck, usually, we're all from the same area. So we generally, think the same on politics for the most part. We have some common ground there, at least usually. But as far as football, South Carolina fans a little quieter than they were, those 6 years ago, whatever, when they were on their little 5-game win streak that we shouldn't even really mention on the show. But yeah, I'd definitely rather spend it with South Carolina fans. Hey, I know some good ones. I spent it with a lot of good ones this weekend. So shout out to all those guys for having me at their house.
There are a few, and there are a few good Ohio State fans, but you're not going to find them on Twitter. I'll just tell you that right now. I've always been an opponent of Twitter. Never really used it until I got this show started. Twitter are some of the worst. I mean, not only that, I don't understand if you're a Gamecock fan, why are you talking about a team that in a game that your team's not even involved in? I can't tell you, Al, the time that I have never watched a replay of a South Carolina game that did not involve Clemson. Never. And I guess maybe it's because Clemson is in one of the biggest games in the nation or in the country. It's, the highlight game. It's the primetime game. So I'm guessing that's the reason. But I mean, even if I had to watch, I could do nothing but either watch a Disney movie or South Carolina play in the playoffs. I'm watching Frozen. Okay, that's what I'm doing.
I did get to check out Toy Story 4 for the first time last night. So another home run for the Toy Story franchise. So I mean, first, second, and third, they were all great, all fantastic. The third one will bring you to tears in a heartbeat. Even saw my wife shed a few tears in number 4. So. It was good times for sure. I didn't get as emotional number 4 as number 3, obviously, but all good ones.
There's not very many movies that you can make it through to the 4th. Star Wars, right. I mean, they did 9 of them, but not all of them were really even worthy of watching again. I mean, I say that, but I've watched them a million times, but they weren't really like, man, I've got to watch that again. So other than just trying to watch them, just to kind of reminisce on the good times, that's about it. Right. But I never watch a replay of a South Carolina game, but it seems like South Carolina fans love to just pick on what happened in that game against Ohio State. Not only that, the Ohio State fans are still very salty, as we said. But I don't understand. Like, I don't even analyze Clemson games that much. And I analyze them a lot, as you know from the show. I don't even analyze them that much. And it seems like South Carolina fans are now all of a sudden experts on the replay, experts on the playbook, experts on, recruiting, experts on everything about Ohio State and Clemson. I guess if you can't be an expert on your own team, you have to be an expert in other teams, maybe.